Question number 146. Select the mismatch with respect to formed elements. And the very first match given is thrombocytes, and the match is clotting of blood. And as it is a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question, because thrombocytes are the cells which are involved in blood clotting. The next option given is eosinophils, and the match is allergic reactions of the body. And as it is also a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question, because eosinophils are the formed elements or granulocytes which are involved in allergic reactions or helminthic infections. The next option given is monocytes, and the match given is directly participate in phagocytosis. And as it is an incorrect match, so this is a correct answer to our question, because monocytes do not directly participate in phagocytosis. These monocytes, after reaching connective tissue, gets transformed into macrophages, and these macrophages are responsible for phagocytosis. The last option given is basophils, and the match given is inflammatory reactions of the body. And as it is a correct statement, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question, because basophils releases histamine, heparin and serotonin, and these are responsible for causing inflammatory reactions of the body. So the correct answer to this question is option number 3. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 147. Elimination of nitrogenous metabolic waste products from the body is defined as, and the options are excretion, osmoregulation, assimilation and egestion. And the correct answer to this question is option number 1, excretion. This excretion is defined as the elimination of nitrogenous metabolic waste products from the body. Let's discuss rest of the options. The next option given is osmoregulation, and this is an incorrect option because water and electrolyte balance of the body is maintained by the process known as osmoregulation. The next option is assimilation, and this is an incorrect option because assimilation involves the absorption of nutrients and their distribution to the body cells. The last option is egestion, and this is an incorrect option because egestion is removal of undigested metabolic waste products from the body. So the correct answer to this question is option number 1. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 148. Select the incorrect match with respect to disorders of the excretory system. And the very first match given is uremia, and the match is accumulation of uric acid in blood. And as it is an incorrect match, so this is a correct answer to our question, because uremia is accumulation of urea in blood and not uric acid in blood. The next match given is renal calculi, and the match is crystallized salts of calcium oxalate. And as it is a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question, because in renal calculi there is formation of insoluble crystallized salts of calcium oxalate. The next match given is glomerulonephritis, and the match given is inflammation of glomeruli. And as it is also a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question, because glomerulonephritis, as the name suggests, is inflammation of glomeruli. The last match given is glycosuria, and the match is glucose in urine. And as it is also a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question. Glycosuria indicates increase in concentration of glucose in urine, and it is a diagnostic indicator of diabetes mellitus. So the correct answer to this question is option number 1. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 149. Select the odd one with respect to types of movements in human body. And the options are, first option is ciliary, and the match is sperms. And as it is an incorrect match, so this is a correct answer to our question, because human sperms exhibits flagellar movement. The next match given is flagellar, and the match is male gamete, and as it is a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question, because human male gamete is sperm and it exhibits flagellar movement and not ciliary movement. The next match is amoeboid, and the match is macrophages, and as it is a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question, because macrophages exhibits pseudopodia formation and exhibits amoeboid movement for phagocytosis. The next option is muscular, and the match given is biceps, and as it is a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question. Biceps consist of skeleton muscles which exhibit muscular movement. So the correct answer to this question is option number 1. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 150. In a resting muscle, the central part of thick filament in a sarcomere is not overlapped by thin filament. This central part is called, and the options are H zone, Z line, I band and A band. And the correct answer to this question is option number 1, edge zone. Edge zone is a central part of thick filament in a sarcomere, not overlapped by thin filament in a resting muscle. As you can see here, this represents a relaxed or resting muscle in which A band represents dark band and made up of both thick and thin filament, whereas this is I band or light band, which consists of only thin filament. And this dark band or A band is constituted by both thick filament and thin filament. And this zone, which consists of only thick filament and no thin filament, is known as edge zone. And this edge zone is bisected by another line known as M line. Now let's discuss the options. The very first option given is edge zone, and this is a correct answer to our question. As we have seen, this edge zone consists of only thick filament and no thin filament. The next option is Z line, and this is an incorrect option because Z line bisects I band or light band. So this is an incorrect option. The next option is I band, and this is an incorrect option because I band consists of only thin filament and no thick filament. And the last option is A band, and this is an incorrect option because A band consists of both thick and thin filament. And it is at the center of this A band in a resting muscle. This edge zone consists of only thick filament and no thin filament. So the correct answer to this question is option number 1. Let's discuss our next question.